Friends, this decision about joining which industry after your campus placements is a very important decision, becomes very difficult to take because often there are contradictory decision points. So let's say you want to join a prestigious company, you get shortlisted, let's say by ITC, and you have a second attempt, and therefore ITC tells you that they are not going to give you foods or tobacco vertical or personal care vertical. They are going to give you either their IT division or hotels or paper boards, and you end up joining hotels because as a typical middle class guy you feel that Maurice Sheraton or ITC Sonar Bangla, or let's say if you were to join an Indian hotels or an Oberoi Grand, Novotel, Hyatt, Four Seasons, names are big. You feel ki acha, if I actually work in a hotel, I will get to eat hotel food, which can be so nice. We all dreamt of working in 5-star hotels if they give us 5-star hotel food. And that's on the lighter side. But the fact of the matter is that you join there, you get a 15-16 lakh kind of a salary. But after 2-3 years, you will be searching for exit options because the hotel industry in itself does not give you very high growth rates, because hotel industry itself does not do very well. It's a very high return on capital is not very high in this hotel industry. So people cannot really grow internally very fast. Of course, some do. So they rise to the head of finance controller and capex controller and divisional controllers in the hotel industry. But if you want to go outside the hotel industry, it becomes a challenge. You have this master brand, but the point is that you're working in the hotel industry of this master brand. So the brand is FMCG, you are in the hotel industry. If you apply somewhere, the simple question that people will ask you is what are the areas in which you have got exposure, and there you will be searching for corners, because the only exposure that most people get, and I have spoken to at least 6-7 people before I have done this video, they have exposure to accounts payable, which is the purchase inwards of goods and services, which would essentially mean, let's say, purchase of potatoes and cakes and crockery and bed sheets and all the inward services. And accounts receivable, the hotel extends credit to a lot of corporate clients. And then inventory management, maybe a bit of billing management. At the end of every month, you are going to do the GST return, the VAT return, the luxury tax returns. That's it. I mean, beyond this, there is not anything that is there in a hotel. So someone who wants to recruit you, what is the basis on which they are going to recruit you after 2-3 years of post-qualification experience with a salary of 19-20 lakhs? Because those premier companies will give you 15-17 lakhs per annum kind of a salary. There will be a big challenge. Not that you are, if there's a will, there is a way, and therefore you might not necessarily have to remain stuck up in hotel industry forever. I've seen people moving out. They move to a Vodafone and an MNC, FMCG company, etc. Jugaad in India is a very different thing, but Jugaad is also luck based. Not everyone has got Jugaad. So wouldn't it be better that when we make these crucial choices at the initial stage, we realize that what will be the consequences of joining this driven by short-termism, So at the sake of naming this specific company, ITC, and then hotels, 15.5 lakhs, 16 lakh salary, will I actually get the kind of career options that I want after 2-3 years? Will they shift me to the other industry in their segment? They will not. So then am I not really kind of risking my career path by joining this industry? And there are a lot of such industries. For example, very specific decisions as joining the telecom industry can also be one industry where you can get stuck up, because telecom also has its own nuances in terms of accounting and reconciliations, and you can get stuck up in those reconciliations for years, but the outside world does not have any relevance for those reconciliations because it is not really relevant for them. Why are they going to pay a premium for that? Similarly, in the hotel industry, there will be a lot of those nuances. Not that you are going to go there and enjoy. It's not like Swarg. But then the whole challenge is that the areas in which you get exposure at a divisional level, at a hotel level, becomes a challenge. You are not even part of the depreciation run. So you will do capex accounting. So that is there. But the depreciation run will be done at the divisional headquarters, not at the hotel level as well. So that even that exposure you don't get in many cases. why will then someone pay a premium for you to join their company? Hence, when you take decisions like joining specific industries, specific verticals of prestigious companies, talk to people who've gone through that. You're not the first person in the world who's been offered this thing, not the last person. Always good to consult people. How has their journey been? Instead of just thinking short term, think of the larger picture, and I'm sure that this will help you make more judicious decisions. And in the long run, you will be very happy that you've seen this video of mine and changed maybe career paths, not getting driven by short termism. It's very important to understand the industry attractiveness from an employer perspective, maybe 2-3 years, 4 years down the line. That's very important. If you like this video, please share it with your near and dear ones. And thank you so much for watching this. Bye bye.